In Korea, you never kill this, true folklore horror story. The price of breaking a household taboo, the curse of the guardian spirit. Chapter 1. A quiet place isn't always safe. People believe quiet places heal you. That if you leave the city, your life slows down. That peace waits somewhere far from noise. In the early 1990s, one family believed that too. They sold their small business in Seoul and moved deep into the mountains of Gangwon province. A traditional Korean house, old, spacious, strangely well preserved, too well preserved. The first night, as the house grew quiet, something moved above them, a slow sound, not footsteps, not wood cracking, something sliding, back and forth. Their dog began barking at the ceiling. Not at a corner, not at a shadow, at nothing. The father laughed it off. Father said, "It's probably rats. Old houses always have them." But no one slept deeply that night. What would you do if you felt something alive moving above your ceiling? And what if that thing wasn't an intruder, but something that had been protecting the house? Chapter 2. The Forbidden Choice. The next morning, the father climbed into the attic. Low beams, dust, cobwebs. His flashlight shook, and then he saw it. A massive snake, thick as his arm. Its scales shimmered with a dull, golden color. It didn't flee. It looked at him. For a moment, neither moved. Then the father decided it was just an animal. And animals don't belong in houses. He picked up a shovel. Once, twice. The snake never made a sound. That afternoon, its body was thrown into a nearby stream. That night, the grandmother dreamed. A woman in white mourning clothes stood before her. Her hair soaked, blood streaming from her eyes. Woman said, "I guarded this house for 100 years. Her voice cracked. "Why did you cast me out so coldly?" The grandmother woke screaming. At that exact moment, something fell from the ceiling. Chapter 3. A family falls apart. From that day on, everything unraveled. The father's business collapsed. Calls went unanswered. Money vanished overnight. The children developed high fevers. They cried that blood was dripping from above. But nothing was there. The most disturbing change was the food. Rice spoiled within days. The grain smelled rotten. No one could eat. Every bite caused nausea. In Korean belief, losing the ability to eat means more than illness. It means fortune has left the house. Desperate, the father sought a shaman. He stopped at the gate. Shaman said, "I can't enter. You killed an up-sin. The spirit that kept this household alive." That's when the father remembered. The attic, the eyes. Chapter 4. What is an up-sin? In Korean folklore, an up-sin is a guardian spirit of wealth. Not a god you pray to. Not a demon you fight. A presence, often appearing as a snake, a toad, or a weasel. It protects quietly, and when it leaves, the house collapses soon after. One rule is absolute: never harm it. Western horror is about removal, exorcism, elimination. Korean horror is different. It's about acceptance. And this family made the worst possible choice. Chapter 5. The twist: what was left behind. The family fled the house. But the curse followed. The father began hearing voices. "Why did you abandon me?" Eventually, he took his own life. Years later, the story came from the youngest daughter. She said people believed the curse began when the guardian snake was killed. Then she paused. And that's not the worst part. The grandmother had known. Before the dream, before the death, she knew the up-sin had already left. Because what fell from the ceiling that night wasn't blood, it was hair. The snake in the attic was never the guardian. The guardian was already gone. Something else had taken its place. Chapter 6. Ending the quiet that remains. The house still stands, abandoned, swallowed by the forest. Villagers say that on rainy nights, a massive golden shadow moves across the yard, searching for the house it once protected, or for something that never left. So if you ever hear something moving above your ceiling, don't rush to check. You may not be disturbing an intruder. You may be too late.